Paulina's New School, written by Emily Rodriguez, LaMonica Blanding, and Aidan Shipman. Paulina, who was about to start at a new school, was nervous for her first day. She had just moved from Cuba to Michigan, and the United States was much different than she imagined. Paulina had to take a big yellow bus because Madre was busy with her new job at the local flower shop, and Papa had not made the move yet. The bus driver greeted Paulina with a toothy grin. Upon arrival at the school, Paulina felt nervous walking to her classroom. Her accent was thick when saying good morning to her teacher. Her teacher smiled, but then said, "I'm sorry, sweetie. What did you say?" Paulina could feel her cheeks warm as she repeated herself slowly. The teacher smiled and guided her towards her desk. This was going to be a challenging experience for Paulina. She was to be set up with a translator with her for the beginning. At recess, Paulina wanted to play, but she was unsure on how to ask. She was very shy and did not know how to talk in English for the other kids to understand. A little girl saw Paulina looking sad and came over to her. "Hello, my name is Kate. Do you want to play?" Paulina did not know how to respond, but she slowly started to say, "Play?" Kate smiled, and for the rest of recess, she taught Paulina how to say words like play, tag, friend. This made Paulina happy because she was able to talk to her friend Kate. After the day ended, Paulina was happy that she had made a friend. Kate and Paulina sat on the bus together on the way home. She was still nervous about learning the new language, but she felt better about going to school. The next morning, Paulina decided to wear a red dress with a red bow in her hair. She was smiling when she walked into her class and was greeted by her teacher. She sat at her desk and her smile quickly faded.
Paulina stood up in shock when she noticed that she had sat on chicle, which is gum. She noticed a little girl named Amber laughing in the back of the classroom, and Paulina stood up in horror. She knew she was upset, but she did not know what to say, and her translator had not made it to school yet. So instead of using her words, she picked up the gum off of her dress and put it in Amber's hair. Some gum was still stuck to Paulina's beautiful red dress. The little girl Amber began to cry, and then Miss Beck and Paulina's translator walked into the classroom and saw the big problem. The teachers rushed over to the little girls, and the teachers looked upset. Paulina began to explain to her translator in Spanish that she only did what she did because the little girl Amber had put gum in her chair. Paulina began to cry while speaking. Kate, Paulina's friend, saw the entire thing happen and explained both to the teacher and the translator that Paulina had sat in gum and got upset. Paulina and Amber both had to go to the office to call home and explain what happened. Paulina's mom spoke quickly in Spanish over the phone and she spoke to the translator as well. After school, Amber and Paulina's mom met up with the teacher and translator. "We have a zero tolerance policy at this school," said Miss Beck and the translator. Then both moms agreed and asked each girl why they did what they did. Amber, who was quick to respond, said, "I just don't understand her." Miss Beck looked at Amber and said, "Is not understanding someone a reason to be unkind?" Amber's mom stood up. "Do not tell my daughter she is unkind when this girl put gum in her beautiful hair." Amber's mom looked angry and turned to Paulina's mama and said, "She needs to be punished." Paulina stood
After going home that night, Paulina's mama told her to never do what she did again. Paulina cried to her mama, saying, "But Amber started it." Paulina went to bed sad. The next morning, Kate and Paulina practiced by saying, "I'm sorry," on the bus so Paulina could apologize to Amber. Paulina was very nervous when the bus stopped at school. In the classroom, Miss Beck told Paulina and Amber that as punishment, they have to eat lunch together in her classroom. Paulina found this would be a great time to apologize. Lunchtime came around and Paulina was nervous to see Amber, but when she did, she told her, "I'm sorry." Amber, to Paulina's surprise, responded, I'm sorry too." The teacher told both girls that it is better to use our words than to use violence. Paulina told her translator in English to tell that teacher, "I just wish that you could understand me." Miss Beck smiled and responded, "We will all work on this together." Recess came around and Paulina met Kate outside by a tree. Kate and Paulina began to play tag and then Amber came up to them. Paulina was nervous about what was going to happen. Amber then asked Paulina and Kate to play, and Paulina smiled and nodded her head. The girls soon all became friends, and both Kate and Amber helped Paulina to speak better English and hopes to learn to communicate.